Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I'm here with Prince Ivan.
Hey, Missy.
Hey.
Hey, Missy.
So who's on the line with me? We got to tell the fans who y'all are.
Yeah, Bryden, Garen. Oh, this is a little hard with three of us. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm Bryden. I'm Bryden Brett. Yeah, I'm Garen Brett. And I'm Aaron Elworth.
Well, nice to meet all of you guys. I gotta say, I've been watching your videos, and you, oh my goodness, have so many fans. And I have a teenage daughter who is very excited that I'm interviewing you guys today. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about some of your videos. And I wanted to start with your promo videos, because your promo videos to me are completely genius. So I want to know who came up with that and how you guys felt about making those.
Well, here's Brian, and we have a really great director, DP here in our area in Southwest Missouri, David Newton. We got to give him a lot of credit for his videography, cinematic vision on everything. We saw a few inspiration videos that helped us to kind of come up with the concept, but then it's always a group effort, and you get inspiration,
right.
It comes together. So we wanted to do something that was a little bit less generic, and I think it tells a story and what we're all about, and it's got some really cool visuals. So hopefully, hopefully it works.
I definitely think it will. I have to say I was immediately intrigued. So, I just kept watching after that. But, your guys' style is pretty great. I absolutely love it. Your Stay With Me video, the emotions in that video were so real, and they were just displayed so amazing. For me, the overall tone was very like this just torturous heartbreak, and then it goes into some anger, and it just made me feel so many different things in life. So I want to know if that song, if those lyrics, if they were personal for all of you or one of you in particular.
Yeah, I can speak to that. This is Garen. I kind of brought that song to the table because it was definitely my personal experience in a relationship I was in, and it was very real. And when we did the video, it was a cool experience. Just the visuals were really fun to do, but also just to kind of use that platform to express that emotion that hopefully people can connect with, and kind of see by the end of it that there's, even through that, there's still, hope, and you can, you kind of have to experience those types of things in life.
Right. Well, and the fact that you have, and, just being able to portray that message in the video to me was really great, because oftentimes I've seen, emotional lyrics and they're not, they're saying with a happy face. So it was really great to actually feel it and experience it with you. It did break my heart watching that video, I will say. But then watching Lean and Sway, I was like, wow, okay, this is an upbeat, really fun song. Your guys' personalities seem to really show in that video. So I wanted to talk about your personalities. Who is who? Like, is there a funny guy, a serious guy? Who are you guys?
Well, here's Aaron, and you know what? We're kind of all over the table. We've got a really cool vibe, and we kind of have said over the years that it's not happenstance that we're together, because we can kind of experience just all aspects of life together, and we've helped each other through different things, and we joke around a lot, but obviously there's hard times, so we help each other through that. I would say though that probably Bryden is always, for some reason he's just a comedian, and, always coming up with stuff, but we all feed off of each other, and telling jokes all the time. It's a really fun work environment, but it's not really work necessarily. We have a blast doing it.
Oh, that's great, and I love hearing that. And so, how long have you guys known each other then?
Yeah, we've been doing this. Mr. Bryden and Aaron and I met at college at Southern Virginia University back in end of 2008. And we were in an a cappella group together. We met each other, and it was like immediate chemistry. We just like chest bumped and said, "No, we're gonna make music together," and we just felt like we were supposed to. And then Garen was back in Branson, and Garen and I are brothers, and Garen and I
we knew each other
right
8 years ago.
I can't even remember that far back because I was born at a very early age. But anyway, this comedian part. But,
it's awesome. I love it.
But yeah, so then Aaron came out to Princeton. Aaron and I wrote a song together. We actually wrote "Lean and Sway." It was the first song we ever wrote.
Oh wow!
And we've been holding that one back for a while, just through many iterations and style revisions, and we finally came up with the funk version and said, "Hey, that's what we want to do." And so, but we've been working on this project for about 6 years now.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So yeah, this is your debut EP. It's called Once Upon a Night. And when did it actually come out?
We released a hard copy to our fans at our live shows over the summer. It didn't release on iTunes until September.
Right.
We're working on a second EP right now that will release hopefully sometime in the spring.
Oh, fun. So the fans can have something really amazing to look forward to, because with all of you guys combined, your talent is just phenomenal. So I'm sure it's just going to be great. But that combined with your philosophy, I just think that sets you apart from a lot of artists that are out there today, which your philosophy is just great. So I know the first sentence of it is, "We believe that music is meant to be enjoyed by everyone and should render a service to humanity." I read that and I thought, oh my gosh, I want to know more about that. So tell me what made you guys come up with this, and what has inspired you to do this?
Yeah, I can speak to that a little bit. So Bryden and I grew up, well, Aaron obviously grew up as well doing music, but we did it as a family, and for some reason it was kind of, everything in our lives had taken on a bigger purpose, and so music kind of became more than just music to us, but kind of a way to connect people. And then I didn't start writing music until I was 18. That was kind of when I first sat down and picked up a guitar and started writing. And I think, like you expressed through what to do with me and Lean and Sway, how different they are, we realized that, people want to be moved in different ways. They have happy moments, but there are also those other moments where they have to feel something that's maybe deeper.
Right.
And so we really wanted our music to be able to kind of render that service to people, to maybe help them express and feel emotions that they're feeling, but they don't know how to feel and or express them.
Right.
And possibly kind of render that service, I guess you could say, to humanity by sharing our experiences in the medium of music,
Well, that's great. And I don't know if you guys know this about me. I'm huge on songwriting. I talk about it in probably all of my conversations with artists. I absolutely am so for songwriting, because I think when a musician is writing their own songs and they're including their personal experiences, I think it gives the fans a much better connection as to who they are. And I just think it makes them more real and more relatable. So I got to give you guys props on that for writing and doing this, because it is a service to humanity. We all want to feel like we're not alone, right? So, I mean, watching that video, I was definitely reliving some of my heartbreak. I'm not going to lie. So, we all... Oh, go ahead.
I want to say something to that last point as well, just to add on to what Garen said. I think part of what Garen didn't say is that being where we're from, we hear a lot of just the greatest songs ever all the time. And it's being in Southwest Missouri and Branson. There's music shows. There's people singing the classic hits all the time, and we realize that there's just something about those classic songs that connects with people.
Right.
And just a few weeks ago, we went to see Earth, Wind, and Fire live, which was like life-changing. And then the next week, we saw Stevie Wonder. And I mean, there's just something about those artists and what they put into their music that has changed people's lives over the course of 40, 50 years. And we want to be able to tap into that. And we're still learning. We're by no means perfect, but that's kind of our vision and our goal is to affect the world in a great way. Moving the world, like Garen said.
Right. Well, I think you guys are off to an incredible start. I mean, your music is positive. You guys watching you on screen in general in your videos, you guys just seem so real and so fun and so easy to connect to. So I think that, your fans are definitely in for a treat. Now, I know that your Branson fans, you just released a concert schedule for 2016 a few days ago. How has that reception been, in Branson? How has that been for you?
Bryden here. I'll speak to that a little bit because I'm on the ground here. We're making things happen, and it's been really great. Branson, if you're not familiar with what Branson's all about, it's kind of like people call it like a mini Vegas. Family friendly atmosphere. Lots of music shows going on here. Primary entertainment focus would be covering classic hits and magic shows and other family type of shows, variety shows and whatnot. And so for us, we brought original music to the table in this community, which has been something new and fresh, and people have been hungering for it here. So people have really received this well here. Our goal is not to be a quote-unquote Branson show. Our goal is to take this message to the world and, sell out stadiums and do everything we can in the music industry at large. But we do believe in Branson, so we wanted to launch from here, and we've had a lot of incredible support. And so that's why we decided that we wanted to do more concert dates next summer because the support's been phenomenal, and we have people who come from all over the world to Branson. So instead of having the tour, people come to us, and so it's kind of like a residency situation for a new band. It works out pretty well in our favor, and we know how to kind of work this market. But we will be adding tour dates for 2016 and 2017 throughout the region, throughout the country as they become available.
Oh, that's great to hear. Now, something a lot of the newer artists are doing, that I see it all the time, pledge campaigns and things like stage it shows. Is that something you guys have ever thought about doing for fans who maybe can't go out to Branson?
Say that one more time, Missy. I didn't quite catch what you said.
Oh, okay. A lot of times new artists will do things like a stage it performance where it's an online concert for those fans that they can't get to. So is that something you guys have thought about doing as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a marketing guy. He's pitched me on that many times, and so we think that that'd probably be a good thing to do come next summer for our fans. Just cue them all into one of the concerts we're doing here in Branson if they can't make it. It'd be really cool.
It definitely, I will say I've watched quite a few stage shows myself for things I couldn't attend, that definitely, dreaded hospital visits or whatever that you're forced to go to. It gives you, it does. It gives you something really, really fun to participate in. And the reason why I say that is because, being as involved as I am in the community with sick kids and patients and such that are stuck in their rooms, those stage shows definitely help connect you to the real world and allow you to escape to an environment that you wouldn't necessarily be able to get to otherwise. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there too, because you guys are great. And I know you have such a huge fan base already. And you have, my daughters definitely are so enthralled with you. So, but there's a lot of young audience that are in these these hospital rooms that can't get out of their beds and would love to see you guys live. So I think that would be great.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. It was inspired us, Missy.
Well, That's awesome. I'm sorry. I know I had to just throw that in there because, it's a personal request of mine. I will say, currently I'm trapped in California, so, I don't get to see all of my artists whenever I want. So if you guys do that, you have to let me know so we can promote you on center stage as well. And we've actually talked about hosting some of these shows with artists online. We haven't figured it all out yet, but that is a goal we're working on as well. So we'll definitely keep you guys updated, as far as any of that goes as well. So, but wow, you guys are great. Thank you so much for everything. I have one more question though, because I got to know who your influences are. It's just one of my personal favorites. I like to know where you guys got your inspiration from.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people, but Aaron already said two of them, with Earth, Wind & Fire and Stevie Wonder for sure. We're also JT fans, and I'm looking forward to Coldplay's new album that comes out next month. So that's for me. I think they would agree with some of those more as well. MJ for sure.
Right.
Just any of that stuff.
Oh, that's great. And I love that you mentioned Earth, Wind & Fire and Stevie Wonder. When I watched Stevie Wonder in concert, I was just completely floored. And this was back in 2002 when I saw him, and I just thought, wow, this man's incredible. So great stuff. I just love it. You guys, I did not expect that from you. I really didn't. But you guys are a lot of fun, and you're completely down to earth, which is so great. And I think the world needs more artists like you. So just keep doing what you're doing. And, I can't wait to watch your guys' successes continue and watch you guys be blessed, because you really are just that good. And I'm hats off to you. You guys are great, and thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. And I can't wait to upload this to our site and write a fun article to go along with it. You guys are absolutely wonderful. And is there anything else that you wanted to talk about that we didn't cover before we go?
Missy, you've done an awesome job of asking us all the right questions. I can't think of anything else, but if there were any parting words, right in speaking, you talked about our philosophy and our vision, and, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now. And there's so much bitterness and anger and division, and that just isn't how it's supposed to be. And so we just really hope that through what you're doing, promoting all these musicians and the musical community at large, can catch a hold of the power that we could have in changing hearts and minds and helping people to develop more oneness as a human family. And so that's ultimately what we're about. And we would really love to invite anybody to connect with us so that perhaps we can promote some of that oneness together. So anyway,
absolutely.
That's my little.
No, it's great. I love it, and I will make sure that we include all of your guys' social media links so that the fans can just get to you right away. We'll include your iTunes link as well, so people have easy access to you. And just thank you so much for taking the time. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. I appreciate everything.
Thanks, Missy.
Thank you, Missy.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.